Sarah jumped to her feet as soon as she saw the surgeon exit the operating room. "How is my little boy? Is he going to be okay? How soon can I see him?" she inquired. The surgeon replied, "I'm sorry. We tried everything we could, but your son could not survive. Why do small children develop cancer? Does God no longer care?" "God, where were you when my son needed you?" Sarah wondered. The surgeon asked, "Would you like some time alone with your son? One of the nurses will be out in a few minutes, before he's transported to the university." Sarah asked the nurse to accompany her as she said her goodbyes to her son. She touched his thick, curling red hair with her fingers. "Would you like a lock of his hair?" inquired the nurse. Sarah nodded yes. The nurse cut a lock of the boy's hair, put it in a plastic bag, and handed it to Sarah. The mother said it was Johnny's idea to donate his body to the university for study. He said it might help someone else. "I said no at first, but Johnny said, 'Mom, I won't be using it after I die. Maybe it will help.' Some other little boy spent one more day with his mom. My Johnny had a heart of gold, always thinking of someone else, always wanting to help others if he could." Sarah walked out of Children's Mercy Hospital for the last time, after spending most of the last 6 months there. She put the bag with Johnny's belongings on the seat beside her in the car. The drive home was difficult. It was even harder to enter the empty house. She carried Johnny's belongings and the plastic bag with a lock of his hair to her son's room. She started placing the model cars and other personal things back in his room, exactly where he had always kept them. She laid down across his bed and, hugging his pillow, cried herself to sleep. It was around midnight when Sarah woke. Laying beside her on the bed was a folded letter. The letter said,
"Dear Mom, I know you'll miss me, but don't think I'll ever forget or stop loving you just because I'm not there to tell you. I will always love you, Mom, and I love you more and more. With each passing day, we'll see each other again sometime. Until then, if you want to adopt a little boy so you won't be so lonely, that's okay with me. He can have my room and my old stuff to play with. But if you decide to get a girl instead, she probably wouldn't like the same things us boys do. You'll have to buy her dolls and other girly stuff, you know. Don't be sad when you think about me. This is an extremely cool sight. Grandma and Grandpa met me as soon as I arrived and showed me around. Although seeing everything would take a long time. The angels are so cool. I love to watch them fly. And you know what? Jesus doesn't look like any of his pictures. Yet, when I saw him, I knew it was him. Jesus himself took me to see God. And guess what, Mom? I got to sit on God's knee and talk to him like I was somebody important. That's when I told him that I wanted to write you a letter to say goodbye and everything. But I already knew that wasn't allowed. Well, you know what, Mom? God handed me some paper and his own personal pen to write you this letter. I think Gabriel is the name of the angel who is going to drop this letter off to you. God said for me to give you the answer to one of the questions you asked him. Where was he when I needed him? God said he was in the same place with me as when his son Jesus was on the cross. He was right there, as he always is with all his children. Oh, by the way, Mom, no one else can see what I've written, except you. To everyone else, this is just a blank piece of paper. Isn't that cool? I have to give God his pen back now. He needs it to write some more names in the book of life. Tonight, I get to sit at the table with Jesus for supper. I'm sure the food will be great. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you. I don't hurt anymore. The cancer is all gone. I'm glad because I couldn't stand that pain anymore. And God couldn't stand to see me hurt so much either. That's when he sent the angel of mercy to come get me. The angel said I was a special delivery. How about that?